So I want you to think about this for a second. What if there's this one single habit that's quietly eating away at the wealth of millions of Americans? And I'm not talking about some huge, catastrophic financial mistake. Nope, it's something way smaller. Something you probably do every single day, and that's the scary part. It's almost completely invisible.
And that's the thing, right? This isn't some rare, out there financial blunder that only happens to a few people. No way. This is a pattern that's so incredibly common that chances are you're doing it. It's happening every week, maybe even every day, and we just don't even see it.
Okay, so that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What is this thing? What's this habit that's having such a massive but hidden impact on our bank accounts? Well, let's pull back the curtain and take a look.
All right, we're gonna reveal the habit. And honestly, the answer is probably a lot closer than you think. In fact, you don't have to look much further than your own daily routine. I'd bet you even saw it, or hey, maybe even did it just today. You know how it goes. It might start right here. You're rushing in the morning, you absolutely need that coffee, and it's just so easy to tap your card and grab that latte. It feels tiny, right? Almost like a necessary part of just getting the day started.
And then boom, lunchtime hits. You're swamped, you're deep in your work, and packing a lunch this morning? That just wasn't gonna happen. So a few clicks on an app and a hot meal is on its way to your door. It's fast, it's simple, it feels like a total no-brainer.
And maybe later on, you're scrolling and an ad pops up for something you didn't even know existed a second ago. One-click purchase and it's on its way. It's just a small thing, right? No big deal. Are you starting to see the pattern here?
See, the habit isn't really the coffee, and it's not the food delivery itself. It's the whole pattern. Let's give it a name: the convenience tax. It's that hidden premium we're constantly paying for speed and for ease over and over again. And because each purchase feels so small on its own, we just kind of wave it off. But all together, man, they create this powerful financial headwind that holds us back. Okay, let's get into the alarming math. And this is where it gets really interesting, because when you actually run the numbers, the true impact of this convenience tax becomes, well, it's pretty shocking. So let's just take one little example, okay? A delivered lunch. Think about it. When you add up the cost of the food, the delivery fee, the service fee, a tip, $15 feels like a pretty conservative number, right? On its own, it seems totally manageable. I mean, it's just lunch. What's the big deal?
But watch what happens when we zoom out. That $15 a day, 5 times a week, becomes $75. Okay, still maybe it doesn't sound like a fortune, but multiply that by 52 weeks in a year, and suddenly you spent nearly $4,000 just on the convenience of not having to pack a lunch. Wild. But wait, because here's the real kicker. It's something called opportunity cost. That $3,900 a year isn't just gone. You've also lost everything that money could have become. If you had invested it instead, say over 20 years, it could have grown to over $160,000. Let that sink in. That is the true staggering cost of the convenience tax.
Okay, I know. Seeing a number like that can be a little jarring. But listen, the point here is not to make you feel guilty. Not at all. It's about empowerment. The solution isn't about depriving yourself or living on bread and water. It's about a really powerful shift in how you think about these small, everyday purchases.
So you've got two ways to look at this. On one side, you have the deprivation mindset. That's the one that says, ugh, I can't have my coffee, I have to cut everything out. It just feels like a punishment, right? But on the other side, there's the mindset of conscious choice. It's not about I can't, it's about I choose. I choose to put this money towards a down payment, or a vacation, or my financial freedom. You see the difference? You're not giving something up, you're gaining control.
So, how do you actually do this? It's way simpler than you think. First, just track it. Seriously, for 1 week, just write down every convenience purchase you make. No judgment, okay? This is just about awareness. Second, create a tiny pause. Before you tap that card or click buy now, just ask yourself, is this a conscious choice or am I just on autopilot right now? And third, and this is the fun part, actively redirect that money. Maybe open a separate savings account and literally transfer the money you saved into it. You get to watch it grow, which is super motivating.
You know, when you think about it, your money is always telling a story. Every dollar you spend is a sentence in that story. So the question is, what story do you want it to tell? Is it going to be a story of unconscious habits and thousands lost to the convenience tax? Or is it going to be a story of intentional choices building the future that you actually truly want?
The amazing part is, that choice is always yours to make.